This Excel file is about to become a web app. In seconds. With Python. First, let's install the libraries we need. You can quickly open a terminal on Windows by pressing Windows R, typing CMD, and hitting Enter. We'll use Pandas for handling Excel data, Dash for creating the web app, and OpenPyXL for reading Excel files. Run this command in your terminal. Once the installation is complete, we're ready to start building. Next, I've created a project folder called Excel to Web App. Inside this folder, I've placed an Excel file named examplescores.xlsx. This spreadsheet will be the data source for our web application. Next, open Visual Studio Code. Create a new Python file and save it inside the Excel to Web App folder. We'll name the file app.py. At this point, your project structure should look like this. Now we're ready to start writing the code that will turn our spreadsheet into a web application. First, we import Pandas. We'll use it to read the Excel file. Notice the as PD part. It creates an alias, so we can write PD instead of Pandas, which makes the code shorter and easier to read. Next, we import the Dash components we'll need to build our web application. Dash creates the app, HTML lets us add elements like titles and text, and _table allows us to display our Excel data in a table. Here, we specify the name of our Excel file and store it in a variable called Excel_doc. This is where we use the PD alias. The read_Excel function reads our Excel file and loads the data into a data frame. A data frame is simply a table of data that we can work with in Python. Next, we create our Dash application. The name variable helps Dash identify and configure the application correctly. From this point on, we'll use the app object to define what our web application looks like and how it behaves. Now, we define the layout of our web application. We start with an html.div, which acts as a container for all the elements on the page. The children parameter defines what goes inside that container. In our case, the container includes a heading and a data table that will be displayed on the page. First, we add a heading using html.h1. This creates a large title at the top of the page and helps users understand what the dashboard is about. Next, we add a data table to display the data from our Excel file. The columns argument automatically creates a table column for each column in the data frame. Here, we're looping through df.columns and using each column name for both the displayed label and its identifier. The data argument provides the actual data to the table. The to_dict records method converts each row of the data frame into a dictionary, which is the format expected by Dash. Finally, we run the application. The if name == main statement ensures that the code only runs when this file is executed directly. Then, app run starts the Dash server and launches the web application. Setting debug = true enables automatic reloading, so any changes we make to the code are reflected immediately in the browser. Now, let's test the application. In Visual Studio Code, open a new terminal. Notice that the terminal may not be pointing to our project folder. To fix that, open the Excel to Web App folder in File Explorer and copy its full path. Then, return to the terminal and use the cd command followed by the path you copied. Once you're in the correct folder, run python app.py. If everything is set up correctly, Dash will start a local web server and provide a URL that we can open in our browser to view the application. Simply copy this URL, open your web browser, paste it into the address bar, and press Enter. You should now see your web application running in the browser, displaying the data directly from your Excel file. In just a few lines of Python, we've transformed a spreadsheet into a web application. The application is working, but the design is still very basic. Let's improve the appearance by adding a little formatting. First, right below the HTML.h1 heading, I'm going to add a short description. This gives users a bit more context about the dashboard. Next, I'm going to add some styling to the HTML.div container. Here, we're setting the width of the page, centering the content, adding some spacing, and changing the font to Arial. Since we're using debug equals true, Dash automatically detects the changes and refreshes the application. When we return to the browser, we can immediately see the improved layout and cleaner presentation.